combined with Natalie Holt's composition, there are times when it does feel like Star Wars, but it doesn't feel like that Star Wars, if you know what I mean. Sam's cup of tea. Sam's cup of tea. So we're now halfway through Obi-Wan Kenobi, the series, having watched 3 episodes and then 3 to go. And I thought the halfway point would be a good time to sort of... There are aspects that I find strange to me. I think the direction is strong, and however, there are elements of seeing these characters again, like Ewan and obviously Hayden and Vader and stuff like that, and then seeing them not be directed by George Lucas and not have the John Williams score, because John Williams came back obviously to score the Obi-Wan theme. Now, I love John Williams. I think John Williams and his scores have been the absolute foundation and pretty integral to Star Wars and its success over time. I really do believe that. And I think Revenge of the Sith episode 3 was his best score ever. And it's hard to think about these characters like Obi-Wan and Anakin without thinking about that score. Even to the point where the Obi-Wan Kenobi first trailer included Battle of the Heroes and Anakin's Dark Deeds, or one of them, and also Duel of the Fates in the trailer, right? And it gave all the fans, including me, huge goosebumps because they recognise those motifs, those bits of music that are specifically from the prequels and specifically from episode 3, Battle of the Heroes and Anakin's Dark Deeds, that kind of motif for Vader. So they do have John Williams doing one piece of music, which does get sort of laced throughout. And then they've also got Natalie Holt, who has composed the rest of the show. And she's done a great job. I like the music, I like it. But there are times where the change in direction, Deborah Chow, the sort of the way she chooses to shoot it in a more gritty way is great. But it's just different. And combined with Natalie Holt's composition, there are times when it does feel like Star Wars, but it doesn't feel like that Star Wars, if you know what I mean. But it's a very small and very particular niggle that is personal to me. It's just, to me, I can't separate seeing the characters on screen, the visual and the memory of what's happened, without combining it with the John Williams scores and themes, but also this stylistically, the way he composes. It's very classical, and the new theme is a lot more simplistic and it's a lot more modern, and you can really tell when those bits are playing. There are some great moments, even the short duel between Obi-Wan and Vader had some great music, but there is times where I just feel like, and then I read online somebody that the side fades of between the transitions are not present. And there are just things like that where, I don't know, with Mandalorian it was different because Mandalorian isn't necessarily a continuation of any one character from those films. Obviously it features Luke and it features certain people, but it's a completely new character. So the change in direction style, in visual style, in music completely suited it, right? This is, Mandalorian is a bounty hunter who has a completely sort of separate destiny and sort of atmosphere, so to speak, than the main thread of the story. But when you get to sort of legacy characters like Obi-Wan, it's basically episode 3.5, you know what I mean? And it's hard to sort of, it's just, there's a strange, it just seems like a different world sometimes. I'm sure there are fans that feel a little bit like that sometimes, where it's like, wow, there was a scene even where there was like a first person view of the lightsaber just for a second, and a few shots like that where it's like, oh, that would never have been in Star Wars. But it's good. It's just, there are times when it's just a bit jarring, But other than that, and also, I think I just miss the old format of having, a trilogy of movies. I mean, obviously we had the sequel trilogy, which wasn't great at all. And I'm glad that Disney have decided to do these TV shows, because we're getting the content that we wanted. We're getting, some great content that we wanted that expands the universe in great ways. But it being a TV show does take away something, and I don't quite know what it is. I don't know if the way it's shot or something. The closer that they stick with Obi-Wan and Ewan McGregor, the better. I don't want them to stray too much, because they don't have a lot of time, really. These episodes go really quickly. What are they, 40 minutes, something like that? And they go like that. And so I really want to just focus on his story and wrap it up properly. But yeah, so I'm enjoying these first 3 episodes so far, and I'm just really excited to see what they do and how they finish it off. If you're enjoying Obi-Wan, put down what your thoughts are of the current episode that we're at down below in the comments, because I'd like to find out what you think. And for more content on movies and video games, please subscribe. Sam's Cup of Tea, signing off. Sam's Cup of